Football League.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress. Now, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Lawrence to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A little juke. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. We're going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end, Strange with it.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
The slot man in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
This is 2nd and 8. Herbert now. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now they're staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Herbert throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now it's Herbert.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Oronde Gadsden.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now Lawrence. Open. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
That's caught by Myers. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
But to throw again is Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette and LA yelling. Bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on, foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's another Chargers first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Cameron Dicker on for the Chargers field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Herbert off of play action.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Jacksonville. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Hampton.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Rondé Gadsden.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Now ETN to start the drive.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have the Jaguars first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
This is my goal. I know. It's probably impossible. But
a short throw there to Strange. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the field. You put it all together, you can have a tight end candidate. Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
So my game plan is
here's 1st and 10.
And then 2 more ones. So maybe those 2 with 2 hundred.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
The big one is that
favorite target yet again is complete.
And he has a one of flag. I found this. It's really low.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Throwing now, Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know, sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
2nd down at the 14-yard line.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
The key to any screen play is all of the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for him to move the ball downfield.
The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
First down, Chargers.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Herbert to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Herbert going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Here's 1st down. Now Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.